Alright guys, welcome back. Hopefully the wind, this microphone will get rid of the wind, but it's quite windy today. So today's episode we will be looking at a front hitch on a ZR2 Blazer. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so today we're looking at the Blazer. Sorry, but I did try to record the install of this front hitch, but it didn't work out. The camera was not recording. It was on, but the record never turned on. So there is no recording of the installation of this hitch. But so basically, there's a couple manufacturers that sell front hitches for the ZR2 or a Blazer in general, and I have a Reese hitch, which actually has a Draw-Tite sticker on it. So basically that Draw-Tite and Reese must be the same company or owned by the same people. The box came with a Reese hitch cover and a little trim piece, but says Draw-Tite on it. When I was looking online, Draw-Tite and Reese were the only two that work on a ZR2. The rest only work on a standard S10. The holes for the skid plate are different on a ZR2 versus a standard S10. So this one comes with the mounting holes for both. It'll work on either one. The Kurt model, I know at least, and some other ones maybe, only work on the standard ZR2. So I do have some pictures that I took. I'll put in the video that show the mounting bracket. But basically it's held in place, 4 bolts on each side. 2 of them go where the skid plate would normally bolt up. I did not have the hardware, so I had to buy new hardware. And then 2 of them go into the front tow hooks. But my front tow hook I only had 1 on this truck. So on the other side, I was going to have to buy a tow hook because on my Sonoma I can't steal it off that. It's holding on the plow bracket for that truck. So I was going to have to either buy a new tow hook, or what I ended up finding was my very first car was a 91 GMC Jimmy, and it had tow hooks on it that were this. And I found these in my barn. I had kept them, and they basically had 2 bolts that went through this hook and then had a mounting plate in the frame. So I found out that the bolt holes are about the same distance apart, so I used the plate and bolts to attach the other side. I'll try to get some at least pictures. If not, I'll try to zoom in the video to show you the mounting brackets and where they are. The front hitch is supposed to come with hardware. Mine did not come with hardware. I think there was a hole ripped in the side of the box, so I'm assuming it just fell out during shipping. I ordered it off Amazon and had it shipped to me. So I did not get the hardware. I had to buy new hardware for my existing tow hook plus the frame where the skid plate would normally go, since this truck had a broken skid plate on it, and I have currently running no skid plate. So I had to buy new hardware for all of it. It was probably $10 worth of hardware, so it wasn't bad. But the hitch itself is a little bit more expensive than the Kurt hitch, I believe, but it's definitely worth it to have the flexibility of working on a ZR2 without having to modify it. I did see reviews on the Kurt hitch on Amazon of people having to modify it to fit on a ZR2, and there's videos online of it, so that's why I went with the Reese / Draw-Tite hitch. I will, there's a couple reasons for having a front hitch. First is moving trailers. It's much easier to maneuver a trailer when it's connected to the front. So if you're moving trailers around a yard, it's a lot easier to just use the front hitch, and it gives you more flexibility and more maneuverability. The other thing is for a front mount winch, which I do have a winch with a receiver attachment for it. So that's another reason to have it. But for off-road use, this is not the ideal setup because of how low it sits. It sits below the bumper, which cuts into your approach angle. So this is not ideal. If I take this off-roading in the summer, this will be removed, and eventually I would like to build a custom bumper with a receiver hitch in it. But my reason for using this is actually for a front snowplow. That'll be in a future video. I have a snowplow that I used to use on my Jeep, and I'll be showing you guys that in the next video. But that's the main reason for me having this. I'll put it on in the winter, take it off in the summer, until I do come up with something a little bit more permanent and higher mounting. So Hope you guys like it, and let me know if you have any questions. Leave any comments down below with questions. I'd be happy to make another video answering them. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see my future videos. Hit the thumbs up button. That helps YouTube show my video to more people. The more people like, subscribe, and comment, the more YouTube will share it around and help me grow the channel. So if you guys could do that for me, I'd appreciate it. Alright guys, I will try to give you guys a little bit of film of what this looks like and take some pictures and show you. Have a good one. Alright guys, so that is installed. It sticks out further than I thought it would, but I'll show you the hardware. So this side, there are 2 bolts that thread into the frame, and then there are 2 bolts that go into the tow hitch, the tow hook. The tow hook, I need longer hardware because doesn't look like it's the factory hardware, and it's also not long enough, so I gotta replace that. And on the other side I need a tow hook, but as you can see I got 2 10.9 grade M10 bolts.